My daughter told her teacher I locked her in the basement overnight as punishment because she forgot to feed the fish. The school called the police before I even knew anything was wrong. I'd just finished dropping her off that morning. Braids done, lunch packed with her favorite yogurt. Big hug and see you after school, mommy. By noon, CPS and 2 officers were at my doorstep. They showed me the report. Ava, 7 years old, told her teacher she'd been locked in our dark basement all night crying and scared because she forgot her chore. The teacher noticed she seemed withdrawn, asked gentle questions, and Ava broke down. They searched the house top to bottom, checked the basement, finished, carpeted, full of her toys and my old holiday decorations. No lock on the door, inside or out. But Ava stuck to the story when they interviewed her at school. Mommy was really mad. She said I had to stay down there until I learned. My ex-husband got emergency custody that afternoon. He picked her up and wouldn't let me near her. My world collapsed in hours. My parents called, voices cracking, asking why I'd do something so cruel. My brother said he couldn't let his kids around me until this was figured out. Friends ghosted. One sent a text saying she'd always trusted me with her daughter, but now wasn't sure. Work put me on administrative leave. I sat in our quiet house staring at Ava's half-finished puzzle on the kitchen table, the goldfish swimming happily in their clean tank, trying to understand how my little girl, who still begged for bedtime stories, could say this about me. The investigation dragged 6 weeks. Detectives, home visits, psychological evaluations. They interviewed everyone who'd ever watched her. My lawyer kept saying the lack of physical evidence helped. No marks, no trauma signs. But Ava's detailed story was consistent and heartbreaking. I wasn't allowed contact. No calls, no notes, no waving from the driveway. Every night I cried holding her favorite stuffed bunny, wondering if she hated me now. Then came the forensic interview with the child psychologist. I waited in the family room, hands shaking, counting ceiling tiles. The psychologist emerged looking shaken. She pulled the detective aside and said, "We need officers to the father's residence immediately. The child is not safe there." They brought Ava out a few minutes later. She was clutching the little mermaid doll I'd given her for her birthday, eyes red and swollen. When she saw me through the observation window, she ran straight into my arms the second the door opened, burying her face in my neck and sobbing so hard I felt it in my bones. "I'm sorry, mommy. I didn't want to lie. He said he'd lock me in the shed next time and never let me see you again." Turns out my ex's new girlfriend, the one he'd moved in 3 months ago, had locked Ava in their unfinished basement storage room one night when she spilled juice on the couch. It was cold, dark, full of spiders. The girlfriend told Ava nobody would believe a naughty little liar over grown-ups, and if she ever told the truth, she'd make sure Ava never came back to my house. When the teacher started asking questions, Ava panicked and said my name because the girlfriend always called me the enemy and said I'd get in worse trouble. Police arrested the girlfriend that day. My ex swore he didn't know, but neighbors reported hearing Ava crying before. He lost all custody rights. She's facing child endangerment charges. Ava's home now. She still checks that doors don't have locks from the inside. We're doing therapy twice a week. Last weekend, she finished that puzzle and put the last piece in herself, a mermaid smiling under the sea. When I tucked her in, she grabbed my hand and whispered, "You're my safe place, mommy. Nobody can ever take that away." I kissed her forehead and promised her no one ever would.